No, it would have to end with her. She would eventually have to find a way to destroy the story. But every time she said those words, she would have to remind herself that the story was a living, breathing person. And could she bring herself to kill him? There had to be another answer, another way. She was going to have to stop the Fae and close the gates to their world, and if there wasn't a way to do that, she would have to kill Teague. But what would Jared say? What would he do if she killed his brother? Music drifted up from the Italian restaurant down the street, and Mina sighed loudly. She would have to make a decision, and soon. Time was running out. Summer was almost over, and she felt it in her bones that Teague was going to strike, and strike soon. But when? She lay back in the lawn chair and closed her eyes, wishing for a sign, for a cool breeze, or even rain. The humidity in the air was killing her. She began praying for rain, a hailstorm, even a blizzard, because every second she was getting hotter and hotter. Maybe she should go back inside. The intense heat on the roof was creating a weird burning tar smell that made her nose sting. Mina sat up and looked around frantically, sniffing the air and looking at the steam vents across the roof. Black smoke billowed out of them. It wasn't just getting hotter. The building was on fire. She rushed toward the ledge and looked down at the street below. Their apartment was above the Golden Palace Chinese restaurant, and sure enough, there, down below, the Wongs were evacuating guests from their restaurant and out into the street. People began to gather and point up in the air, until Mina realized they were pointing at her, on the roof. "Mom!" Mina mentally screamed, then recalled she was at work before she remembered Charlie. "Oh, heaven help me!" Mina cried out to no one in particular as she ran across the rooftop to the fire escape to climb down. Why didn't she hear a fire alarm? She knew the building had one, even her room had one, because she often stared at the red light in the dark when she couldn't sleep. Black smoke billowed out of Mina's open bedroom window and rose in plumes into the sky. Grabbing the collar of her shirt, she pulled it over her mouth and nose and ducked into her bedroom. The door was shut, and Mina carefully felt the door for heat before opening it and rushing into the hall. "Charlie!" Mina screamed as she raced into the living room. Flames were running up the walls and creeping along the ceiling. His board game was still lying on the floor, the Candyland pieces scattered everywhere.